A warm hello. In the next 7 days, Mercury, turning retrograde today until February the 4th, means the need to pay attention to our communication so we can communicate with clarity, soothe irritations, and avoid misunderstandings. There should also be a second chance to raise a matter that's on your mind. The full moon in Cancer will be especially emotional. Not only is it in a sensitive emotional water sign, it is also in opposition to Venus, Pluto, and the Sun. Later in the week, Uranus will turn direct and the Sun will move into Aquarius. So, Aries, finding meeting points with a new associate or in a changing friendship could be trial and error. Attentive listening will reveal helpful clues. The opportunity to build bridges with a friend or colleague will be hard work but meaningful. A family occasion or project will be an intense focus. There'll be touchy moments to ease as well as emotional highlights. Taurians. There'll be more than one defining conversation in the next 7 days. Roadblocks to negotiate to reset the course of an ambitious project. A discussion that breaks new ground will be challenging and enlightening. And there'll be an emotional exchange that enables you to ask a question and resolve an issue you've wanted to settle for some time. Geminis. Making plans with a distant relative will test your flexibility. There'll be changing factors to take into account. The way will open for a discussion you've wanted with a distant loved one too, but you'll need to feel your way. A legal conversation will answer an important question. An exchange that's a turning point in a relationship will have subtle emotional undercurrents. Cancerians. A financial discussion may raise as many questions as it answers, but it will give you valuable food for thought. A personal discussion you've tiptoed around before will require just as circumspect an approach now, but there will be progress. With the full moon in your zodiac sign, emotions will run high. A challenging issue with another could come to a head or there'll be an emotional get-together to celebrate. Leos. A difficult person, situation, or discussion will be an exercise in thoughtful communication. Building empathy and points of accord will encourage progress. A fortuitous encounter will be uplifting. A meaningful get-together will leave a reflective afterglow. An experience or exchange that turns back time will hold an emotional message. Virgos. A health discussion will remind you of information or advice it's time to apply. Also, you'll understand a work situation better and communicate with a colleague more fruitfully if you apply what you've learned on previous occasions. A fun outing, occasion, or interest with another will have emotional layers of meaning, and it'll foster a relationship of special or growing importance to you. Librans. Thought-provoking exchanges with your children might subtly underline the generation gap, but they'll also enable you to connect on meaningful issues. Seeing the big picture will help you to think creatively with a project or problem you're wrestling with. You'll go the extra mile for a professional task, family, or domestic enterprise you have an emotional investment in, and there'll be an exciting breakthrough. Scorpios. A family discussion will be an opportunity to work on a family relationship from a new angle. Timely information will guide you with a domestic project that's on the drawing board. The full moon promises an exciting achievement. Plans you're working on will come to fruition, or you'll achieve a goal you feel passionately about. A long-distance relationship will turn an important corner. A beautiful place will resonate with you. Sagittarians. An informative exchange will raise important issues with exciting personal plans. You may have overlooked or dismissed these in the past. An expensive purchase or large outlay will come from the heart. Keep a clear overview to make your best choice. An emotional situation or experience will bring insights and revelations. Capricorns, a financial discussion will be an opportunity to ask questions that interest or concern you and sort out an arrangement. A financial decision will require you to balance some unusual pros and cons. The full moon in the relationship zone may bring a sensitive difference with another to the fore. It will be a chance to lay a simmering upset to rest. A family event may be laced with subtle emotional layers. You'll need to step lightly. Aquarians, Mercury is retrograde in Aquarius, so this transit applies to you in particular. It means a second chance to initiate a conversation that's important to you. You have thought about different ways of approaching this, and now's the time to choose one. A task or situation that's an echo of the past will strike emotional chords. You'll benefit from earlier experiences. You'll pour energy into a health pursuit as well. And Pisces, a sensitive situation with someone dear where you always had to bite your tongue could resurface. Once again, it will need a tactful approach to soothe old tensions. There may also be a plan or issue you're overdue to discuss with someone dear. Be prepared for some thoughtful give and take. A get-together that's a joy for the heart will be a special personal highlight.